3-fight breakdown.
Alma Juniku is a young and up-and-coming star at One Championship. Famous for her good looks and glamorous selfies on Instagram, which she is regularly criticized for due to her last few performances. She started training Muay Thai at the early age of 8 in Brisbane, Australia. After turning 18, she captured the WMC Australian title before claiming the WBC and IPCC world title. She has always dreamt of competing in One Championship, and the dream became a reality when she received the opportunity of a lifetime to challenge Stamp Fairtex for the One Championship Atomweight Muay Thai world title in her promotional debut. This was an opportunity for Alma, but throwing her against the current champion at the time was a bit too soon, in my opinion. Similar to Sage Northcutt, who almost ended his career with 8 fractures to his skull in his One Championship debut against kickboxing legend Cosmo Alexandre after coming over from the UFC. Alma and Stamp had a great fight in her One Championship debut, countering many of Stamp's onslaught with elbows and knees. It was a bloody fight for both girls, who looked fearless, but unfortunately for Alma, she lost in a unanimous decision, even though a lot of people thought she should have won, as she was the more aggressive fighter on the night. This led to a spiral of defeats, as she lost all of her next 4 fights at the organization where she dreamt that she may shine. Hopefully we should see more of Alma, as she is in her early 20s. She is still very young, so she has a lot of room for growth before reaching her full potential. With over 29 fights to her name, she has a lot of experience at such a young age, and she has fought a couple of the great fighters, including Sasa Ari, Stamp Fairtex, Brooke Farrell, and she has even fought Zhang Wei Li, the current UFC strawweight champion, in 2017, before Zhang signed to compete in the UFC. Alma has stated that she would not transition into mixed martial arts, as her passion rests within Muay Thai rule sets. All the fights I have seen of her shows she has a great heart and determination. She always gives it her all until the final bell. She seems to rely a lot on her grit and her fearlessness to go forward, but she takes a lot of unnecessary damage. She seems to have a very durable chin, as I have never seen her get knocked out. Heart and determination is a great attribute to have in fighting, but when you are at the highest levels of combat sports, especially going into One Championship, there needs to be a more pragmatic approach. She has little to no head movements, making her an easy target, and she struggles to generate power in her punches and kicks, which she kinda makes up for when she throws her elbows and knees, spinning elbows and back fist. She fights in a very traditional Muay Thai stance, fighting very upright and does not sit down on her punches, which is one of the reasons why she lacks weight behind her punches, but she has an excellent timing and her techniques are accurate and fast, but she rarely strings combinations together. This may be because she is worried she may get countered, which is because her opponents may not respect her power, and with no head movement and very predictable footwork, her opponents can just trade punches with her, knowing that they can take her shots and give her a couple in return. She is one of the best fighters I have seen in the women's divisions, who are able to catch her opponent's kicks and dumping them very quickly and efficiently with very little effort. If I was her coach, I would get her to spend a lot of time with a good strength and conditioning coach to work on how to utilize the biomechanics of the human body to generate power, as she seems to be able to hit her opponents almost at will, but she fails to cause much damage. With 3 minutes and 3 to 5 rounds to work under Muay Thai boxing rules, you must be able to accumulate as much damage on your opponent as quick as possible. So I would work extensively on trying to gain as much explosive power as possible and getting her to sit on her punches. I would also get her to work on her footwork, as she moves very linear. I would try to get her to attack at different angles, definitely taking a page out of Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the former UFC strawweight champion, who circles away from opponents really well, rather than moving back as Alma has been caught retreating up into the fence and paying for it. She should try to fight a few easier opponents first who has less experience and work on her skill sets, and definitely avoid getting into wars with her opponents. Work on staying strategic at all times and not being too aggressive. I would really like to see more of her in the future. She is young and she brings a lot of eyeballs. And she has a lot of potential. She is a great addition to female combat sports, as there are still not a huge number of fighters and not many weight divisions. Do you want to see more of Alma Juniku? What improvements do you think she should employ in her game? I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next video. Peace.